Hi, Robert Hartline here with Absolute Wireless. So in this video, you're going to understand our communication guidelines on how to communicate here at Absolute Wireless. Listen, if you came from another place, you were likely making phone calls and doing email with everyone in the organization. That's the old way. Now, the old way is stressful. The old way has lots of distractions, keeping you from staying focused and doing real good work. The problem with email communication is the challenge that comes with lack of context. You're literally a caveman writing on a wall. Words can also have different meanings. And when you communicate via email, no matter how much time and energy you spend writing that email, it's often misinterpreted. And when it's misinterpreted, people get their feelings hurt and confusion sets in, and it becomes a giant challenge on everyone in the organization. It misses the emotion that comes with real, live, natural communication. Not only that, there are a ton of messages in their inbox. And when you email someone, there's competition. And so often, people don't read their email because of the sheer volume of emails they receive. Now, the phone has different challenges. Number one, when your phone rings, we are all tempted to see who's calling. And when you're moving and grooving and you got lots of phone calls, it is hard to stay focused on a project and get anything done because we're constantly distracted with a phone call. They say the average person takes 25 minutes to go from focused project, distracted, and then back into their project. It takes them 25 minutes to get back to what they were doing. The phone makes everything urgent. So every time the phone rings, you're always answering it. And that's someone else's agenda coming into your world, challenging you to focus on the phone and not what you really need to do. It's really not respectful of other people's time. And again, it also misses the emotion. Now, we use at Absolute Wireless an app called Marco Polo. It's a free download. Anybody can download it. It's a video walkie-talkie app. It's face-to-face communication. Face-to-face communication. When you're standing in front of someone talking to them, that is natural, real conversation. Marco Polo is the closest thing to that. It's the closest thing to meeting someone face-to-face. You get to see all the emotions, all the vocal tone, the expressions on our faces, the smiles, the frowns, all the nonverbal clues that come with communicating. It's an easy app. You can download it from the marketplace right now. It's easy to use. Now, when you use Marco Polo, it's as easy as pressing the start button. I press the start button. I'm doing a Marco Polo with somebody. This is Jim Cripps. What up? Doing a Marco Polo with, and I'm ready. I press the big stop button. And that ends the Marco Polo. I don't have to do anything else with the app. I can put the phone away, and I've therefore communicated with somebody. Now, Marco Polo, in this new communication model, changes the game on how people can get more work done more efficiently and cause less stress. Listen, stress affects so many people in their workplace. This new communication model provides you a shield so you can focus when you're with a customer or you're with someone and you're getting a project done. You can stay focused. And you use Marco Polo to put all the internal communication. Now, clients and outside people, vendors that we use, they may still call you. Try to get them on Marco Polo. It's gonna save you a lot of time. But it provides you for some protection. You notice I have a little playbook in that little bubble. That's what we are doing right now, is showing you what our playbook is, how to communicate. And the best way for all of our internal communication here at Absolute Wireless is Marco Polo. There's two kinds of Marco Polos. One one-to-one, face-to-face communication. Number 2 is groups. You can do groups. Now, what I recommend is if you're working in a store to have everyone in your store on one Marco Polo. Why is that important? Give updates to your crew. Every store manager should absolutely have their own Marco Polo with everyone that works in that store. Anything that's new or anything that you want to get across to everyone, maybe something is broken that it needs to be fixed and you need to communicate that to your supervisor or your store manager. You can do that in a Marco Polo group. Let's say Susie comes in, she asks about Sprint, and you couldn't get her to switch. Guess what? If she is planning on coming back, do a Marco Polo to the group. Say, listen, I got this girl named Susie. She says she's coming tomorrow at 2. I'm not going to be here. I'm off. Can someone take care of this and make sure the sale is in my name? Lots of ways that you can use Marco Polo for your store. Showing recognition, giving high five, sharing of information. Now, if I'm a sales rep, I'm going to use Marco Polo to reach out to the other people in the organization that are getting it done with sales because I want to learn from them. Use it as a mentorship opportunity for yourself. Lots of ways that you can use this Marco Polo to enhance your career. The reason I think that Marco Polo is so special, it creates and helps solidify our I care model and build those I care relationships. That means we can show direct care to not only our teammates and show everyone respect, but we can actually use it with our customers. If you get customers into Marco Polo and they need help, or they need to buy a new phone, or they need to simply give us a referral, Marco Polo is a very interesting way to get that started. Obviously, Marco Polo is the most natural way to communicate. It's everything face to face, and it's fast. Now, let me tell you something that a lot of people struggle with. I don't want to be on video. I'm not good on video. Practice makes perfect, folks. Get used to talking on video. You will get better and better as you do it. Look at the camera when you speak. Think about what you're going to say. And you're going to find that you get more accomplished when you're able to communicate on video. Here's some guidelines I like to follow. Beware what you are wearing in video. I shouldn't have my shirt off, should I? Should I? No. You wouldn't want me to do a Marco Polo in the bathroom. In fact, never use Marco Polo in the bathroom. Don't ever accidentally press the start button. Don't say things your mama wouldn't want you to say to others. Be very professional. Treat Marco Polo as your office. Now, if you're talking to someone, like I say, a friend or a spouse or a partner or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, I don't care what you do in that world. But if you're talking to a coworker here at Absolute Wireless, let's keep it professional. Sunshine and rainbows, my friends, part of our adaptability model in our core values. Sunshine and rainbows. Stay positive in Marco Polo. Be respectful. Be nice. Keep your Marco Polo use with coworkers during business hours only. Business hours only. In fact, don't even interact with Marco Polo if you were off. You're off for a reason. Enjoy your time. But when you're on the clock, get into Marco Polo and see if you have some content to absorb or have some questions that people need answers to. Very important. Think before you speak. There are ramblers out there, and you tend to ramble when you don't know what you're going to say. If you are unsure what you're going to say, one tactic is to put your phone in airplane mode. Start a Marco Polo. If it seems too long-winded, it is. Redo it. Short and sweet is better. If you like your Marco Polo, then you can turn off your airplane mode and you're good to go. You can delete those. As long as you're in airplane mode, it's not sending those messages. Also, I cannot stress enough, never be negative in Marco Polo. Etiquette. Listen, when someone is telling you a story, listen, use your ears, repeat what they say so you can acknowledge that you've said that they've said something. It's very critical. In an average conversation, you get feedback. When someone talks, you listen, and you're acknowledging and looking them in the eye. That way, they know you're listening. Marco Polo does not give you that. So if someone tells you something, repeat it and let them know you received it. Video length, again, less is more. Delete and redo if you need. Talking about people. Don't do it in Marco. We are video. It's recorded. You can forward your own video to someone else, but you can't forward it to someone else. You can't do anything with their video in the app. But it's just a good rule of thumb. Don't talk about others in the app. It's just not sunshine and rainbows. It's not adaptability like we have in our core values. So don't do it. Not a good rule of thumb. Make your profile photo professional. Here's a picture of me. Make it professional. Don't do a duck face or trying to be sexy in your profile photo. This is a professional workforce, and the app should show your professionalism. Now, when should you email? Listen, email is great for simple, non-urgent requests, maybe looking at reports, and that's how we send you information. You'll see me send videos and other members of the team, and we have a Absolute Wireless show that comes out on Fridays. But it's important that email is a very simplistic way to email. It's not highly effective. I know this. I see people not reading my emails. When to phone someone. Listen, I'm anti-phone. I'm anti-phone because I care about you. I respect your personal time. And so calling people is not something I ever like to do. We have a No One Walks hotline, and that is great for anything that you need help with. When you're under stress, you have customers in the store, and you need some help, you can use a No One Walks hotline. Now, when do you make a call to someone? There's a fire. That is 911. You call 911. A robbery. You got an angry customer. You've tried the other strategies. You can't get someone on the phone. You've tried No One Walks. And this is urgent. That's when you probably need to make a phone call. Now, when do you Marco Polo? Listen, if you got some downtime and you need some sales strategies, you need some help, listen, I will take your Marco Polo anytime for that kind of advice. I'm here to help you win. I'm here to make you successful. Now, if you need help with a process you don't completely understand, that's a great reason to do a Marco Polo. You want to learn about a new way to improve your sales? Reach out to some of the best salespeople. Ask for their advice. The advice they will give you will pay you in dividends. So conclude. Listen, knowledge is power, friends. Use Marco Polo to help not only grow your business, but grow the relationships here. Listen, Absolute Wireless is in 5 different states. We have hundreds of miles between us. But within Marco Polo, you are right here with me. You have a team here to help you be successful. Use Marco Polo to help you win here at Absolute Wireless. Thanks for watching.